Well, good Monday morning, Northern Michigan. This is the time of the year when you have the high school graduates, college graduates, and just in general, people looking for new jobs, and that means keeping that resume up to date. I want to introduce Dana Larson, career coach with Northwestern Michigan College. Dana, thank you for coming on.
Great. Good
Monday morning, of course, here. And, looking at resumes, when it comes to either a high school graduate, college, or just someone who is already in the work field looking for a new job, does that separate the different types of resumes?
It does.
It does.
Right. Mostly if you're younger and you have less experience, your education will move more to the top.
Okay.
And because you don't have as much experience. So you want to connect with the thing you've done most recently. So the things that are going to affect your job are going to be in the top half to top third.
Okay.
Because that's where an employer is going to look. That's where it's really important that you connect right away.
What about and we were talking about this too before you were on camera, that whole idea of the objective, putting that at the very top of the resume. Is that necessary?
Not anymore.
No.
No, mostly because it is not specific enough.
Okay.
For most jobs, most candidates aren't engaged enough.
Okay.
And so unless it's really going to be powerful, you want to leave that off.
And also too, the thing about, staying on one page, is that still pretty critical, that fast glance for future employers?
It is for younger candidates. If you have more experience, if you have more than 10 years of experience, you can have a longer resume.
Okay.
So
say someone has been, in the work field for years and years and years, they want to change their career.
Right.
Do you recommend them, coming to someone like yourself and sitting down and saying, okay, here's what I know, here's what I've done, to kind of create that up-to-date resume? Or how would that work?
You can. Yeah, I would sit with somebody, somebody you're comfortable with, and really if you have a job posting, that's most important for everybody. You're going to want to look at what the employer is looking for and really connect with that information wherever that comes from in your background. That's the most important thing to do, whether you're a career changer, a new employee, whatever. That's where you want to That's what you want to look at.
And for college graduates too that are new to this, where they're going out in the real world looking for that job, is there an overall message that you have for them, something to kind of focus on when it comes to that resume?
Yes, a resume is the point of getting an interview. It's not the way to get a job.
Okay.
You want to get in the door. It's a marketing tool. You want to connect with your employer. That's what you want to do.
Interesting. Okay, so it's all about trying to get through the door to just get the interview.
It is. It is.
And then when you do go to the interview, it's always best, I've heard, to bring a copy of your resume.
Yes.
And then, do you recommend, pointing out things on your resume to the person that you're talking with about the job?
You can. Those will come up, though, in the questions.
Okay.
So mostly you want to be prepared, you want to be bold, you want to be confident, and you want to be honest when you're in the interview and on your resume. So connect with the information, point out the things that maybe they didn't look